What's up? It's Chris, the Drone Geek, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Drones. Let's Talk Drones is actually brought to you by the Droning Company, which coincidentally is exactly who this video is about. Now, I wanted to do this in vlog format. I've been wanting to do more stuff out in the field, more vlog style videos. I'm just not really great at them yet. I end up, as a lot of you know, rambling, and I can get pretty long-winded. And when I don't have the focus of being in my office and being able to reference notes or just being in an environment where there's no distractions really, that tends to get worse. So we'll get there. I don't think I'm quite to the point yet that I can do something like this out in the field without getting lost in thought. But I did want to just do a video, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time, about the Droning Company. So this channel has already gone through some pretty great changes overall. I've been fixing the way that I present content. I've been trying to be more consistent with my posting. I feel like I've been putting more energy into the channel lately over the last 3 months or so. And it's been starting to show. And one of the people that really, this all was set in motion, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, is one of the people that really helped it get to this point and gave me the motivation and the wind and sort of the energy to get really try to hone my craft as a YouTube presenter was Stewart Smith. Now, Stuart and I don't talk a lot about what should be in the videos. We do from time to time, but I still have creative control over the Drone Geek platform. We talk more about the possibility of what my content creation could mean for not just the Drone Geek, but also the Droning Company. So about a year and a half ago, Stuart, who I'm gonna describe to you here in a moment, reached out to me with an opportunity on Instagram. Now, I'm not gonna say that my inbox is wet with opportunities, because that's just the furthest thing from the truth. But they do pop up from time to time. Typically, when they do pop up, they are either scams or they're half-baked ideas, and I just I ignore them, or I just give a very polite no. So Stuart, when he approached me originally, I didn't have the same feeling that I normally do with those types of people that slide into my DMs with an opportunity for the Drone Geek brand. And so I heard him out. And at the time, he sort of described to me what he wanted to do with this thing he was calling the Droning Company, but it really hadn't been realized yet. The vision was there, but there was no concrete form of it anywhere. No website, no entity, nothing really. So I just said to him, look, whatever I can do to help whenever you're ready, please get a hold of me. I'm happy to help how I can. Stuart then went, and I didn't hear from him for a few months, but I always thought, I was like, what? When he first reached out to me, I was like, this guy just seems familiar. There's something like deja vu-y or familiar about him. And so I thought. And then I realized where I had heard of Stewart Smith before. Stewart Smith, if you didn't know, is not just a drone enthusiast and the CEO and founder of the Droning Company. He is also the lead guitarist for a band called Heaven and Earth. Now, if you haven't heard of Heaven and Earth, maybe not like a rock and roll fan, I can forgive you for that one. Certainly. Where you might recognize some association is with the band Sweet. And if you're not familiar still with Sweet, I'm telling you that you do know Sweet. If you're over the age of, I'd say if you're over the age of 25, you know Sweet. You just might not realize you know Sweet. And here's the song that's gonna really, put that light bulb on for you.
And the man at the back said everyone attack, and they turned into a ballroom blitz. And the girl in the corner said, boy, I wanna want you, it'll turn into a ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz.
Yeah, the Ballroom Blitz. So Stuart plays guitar for a band currently called Heaven and Earth, and he used to play for the band Sweet, and then it all sort of connected for me. In a past life, I worked at a radio station, a classic rock radio station, and we played Sweet all the time. I mean, it was on, there's just so much classic rock, so this isn't gonna sound like a lot, but for the station that we ran, it was on, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a week. That's a lot. That's a lot for one artist in a independently owned small classic rock radio station. So, you know, all the lights turned on then, and I was like, oh, this is cool. This is really, really cool. So Stuart reaches out to me. Oh, at this point, it's been months. I want to say I've been doing consistent work for Stuart since maybe like Q3 2021. Somewhere in there, like July, August, September, somewhere in there, I started to do real serious work with the droning company. So I do a variety of things for them. They're not just our sponsor for Let's Talk Drones. I also do work for the droning company as sort of like a content curator, if you will. I write articles for them. They sponsor Let's Talk Drones now, so I allow them to use the Let's Talk Drones content and format and platform to put on their own website and social media platforms. And there's a lot of other stuff coming down the pipeline, and one of which we've already sort of dipped our toe into the water, drone reviews. So the B-Wine F7 drone was something that I put together by myself, and actually B-Wine's the one that reached out to me, but the Autel Evo Lite Plus review would not have been possible without Stewart Smith and the droning company. I know I sort of gushed about that during that video, but it's the truth. The droning company has given me a really great representation when it comes to reaching out to these drone manufacturers because, let's face it, even though we're growing, and I think people are becoming more and more aware of me and this platform and what we're doing here, it's a hard sell when I go to Autel or DJI or Skydio and I say, hey, you know, I'm a small creator on YouTube and Instagram. I focus on drone and drone related tech. You know, I'd really like to do a review on your, you know, $1,500 drone. Could you please send me one? You know, it's like, yeah, this channel is getting bigger and bigger, but it's a very modest, very, very modest following. In fact, I'm probably not even a blip on their radar at this point. But to get there, to get to a point where I am a blip on their radar, I need to be able to do the reviews, and I can't afford those out of pocket, so you can see the quandary. The droning company has sort of bridged that gap for me and has created dialogue with companies that really weren't interested in having dialogue with just me. So big ups there. But really, why I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't truly believe in the droning company. If I thought that what they were offering was cool, but maybe I wasn't like bought into it, I would still allow them to be the sponsor on the video. You know, I'd still mention them from time to time, but I wouldn't really hang my hat on the droning company. But because of the mission and the initiatives and the minds behind the droning company's goals, I can say honestly to you that I am 100% behind and supportive of the droning company. And I believe in this company because they put remote pilots first. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the droning company and how you can get involved with them. So the droning company, as I've said in the commercial spots here, is an online resource for commercial remote pilots. So if you fly a Part 107 in the United States, the droning company is here to help you. If you're a hobbyist, well, not so much. I mean, you're more than welcome to, you know, browse the website, read the articles. We all love that. But to create a profile, you actually need your Part 107 certification. So if you haven't already done that, go out and do that first. But if you've got your Part 107, all you have to do to sign up for a profile with the droning company is pay $10 a month, or I think it's like $9 annually. Well, not $9 annually, but you pay what equates out to $9 a month in one lump sum for an annual membership. So it's either $10 a month or, you know, whatever that adds up to. I'm not a math person. Whatever that adds up to for that annual subscription. And at that point, you have access to a lot of really cool stuff on the droning company. So you have access to a dashboard, a profile that you can set up with all of your photos and videos that you really want to showcase to potential employers for drone jobs. You can set your market area, the area that you serve. You can post a profile photo, a little about me. You can talk about your rates. You can put your contact information out there. Basically, your profile on the droning company can act as your portfolio as a professional remote pilot. That's a huge up because not only can you send that link to potential employers or to people that want to see a portfolio of your work, it's actually got a built-in job board on it. So you can apply for remote pilot jobs, or companies looking for remote pilots can find you through the pilot database. And you'll have all of that information there, your portfolio, your contact information, the market you serve. You get the idea. So it's just this really great tool for commercial remote pilots to find work. And I would highly recommend it to anybody in that realm that's looking for Part 107 work. Whether it's a 1 and 2 off gig, like I've said before, where you get contacted by a realtor or somebody that needs a roof inspection or needs something mapped out, just a one-time deal, or maybe you just won't hear from them again for a while. They've got those opportunities there. They've also got opportunities to be an in-house or a full-time UAV expert or remote pilot. You know, there are companies looking for those types of minds and those types of people with that type of certification. So the opportunities are really limitless. Now, I'm not going to try to deceive you here and just get you to sign up just for the sake of it. I will say this. The droning company is still growing. We are definitely in a growth phase. And so it's one of those deals where, yeah, it's not what it could be yet. Now, the website's really impressive. It's definitely worth the investment. And just alone, because you can set up a portfolio that has all of your work consolidated in one spot, that's worth $10 a month in my mind. But it's not quite there in terms of the popularity that it needs. And that's why I'm making this video. That's why I push the droning company, and that's why I go the extra mile for them as much as I can, because I really believe in what they're doing. And their number one reason that I really believe in what they're doing is that they don't take any money from you for the jobs that you accomplish that you got through their website. So yeah, you do pay the monthly membership or the annual membership one time a year. But when it comes down to the jobs that you get on their job board, they don't touch any of that cash. That is all yours to put in your pocket. And nothing. I mean, other companies do it differently. It might be free to sign up for their website, but if you apply for and get a job that's going to pay $250 for maybe 2 hours worth of work, you do the work, you send the files to the client, everything looks great, but then you get a paycheck from that company, the database or the drone job board that you were signed up with, and it's $100. Well, why? Well, it's because that company, that droning job board, they took $150 of your dollars just because they can justify it and say, well, you got the job on our job board, so we're taking a cut. And it's not unheard of for them to take a cut that deep. So it's something to keep in mind. Yeah, you do have to pay a monthly membership with the droning company, but they don't take anything else from you after that. And as this company gets bigger, more well-known, which they are on that trajectory for sure, there's going to be more opportunities on their job boards. There's going to be more diverse opportunities on their job boards, and it's definitely going to be a place you want to be. Intangibles, there are a lot of really cool articles, resources, just all sorts of different informational stuff that can help make you a better, more well-rounded Part 107 pilot. So if you haven't already, sign up for the droning company. Again, $10 a month, or it factors out to $9 a month if you do the annual subscription. It's worth it. You will make your money back on the first job that you get using the platform, whether it's presenting your portfolio to an outside entity that doesn't really affiliate with the droning company, or getting a job with a company that affiliates directly with the droning company. You will make that money back and then some on your first job. Check them out, thedroningcompany.com. It's seriously, again, I wouldn't be making this really long video about the droning company and my experience with them if I didn't truly believe that it was the right place for any commercial remote pilot to be. So again, check them out, thedroningcompany.com. They're also across pretty much every social media platform that you can find. So that about does it for this video. I know that it wasn't the most exciting thing in terms of new drone rumors or news or something like that, but I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. I want you to know about the droning company, and if you haven't already, get signed up. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up icon down below. Also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm not gonna show you the chart like a lot of other YouTubers do, but I will say this. I have access to analytics that show me how many of you are subscribed watching this video. And I can say pretty overwhelmingly, most of you are not subscribed. So if you really like drone tech, drone content, drone related content, please hit that subscribe button. I've got tons of stuff coming down the pipeline, and I love talking about drones. So this is the place to find it. Hit that subscribe button. And if you really, really want to know and stay up to date with my videos about drone tech, make sure you hit that bell icon too. You'll get an update notification every time I post a new video. Super helpful. Again, second reminder, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time, I'm Chris, the Drone Geek, and I am out of here.